Hey! Mic check, mic check. Gatekeep. So I'm just gonna do a couple of vocal warm-ups here. Not goth. She is not goth. Is the goth in the room with us right now? There we go. I'm good to go. Oh, God. No, of course, I'm not in the business of telling people what they are or aren't. Unless I'm calling you a Even if I do happen to stray into that territory, I would highly recommend no one listen to me. I am no authority. No one is on what is and isn't goth. In fact, not even goths know what the hell goth is. Don't believe me? Go ahead and have a look at all of the people who try to define what goth is. They all seem to have a different definition of it, and I think that's delicious. Goth is just a music-based subculture. Goth is a fashion. Goth is a mindset. Is it all of them? None of them? Some of them? Anyway. My name is Jacob and today we're going to be reacting to the Goth tag on TikTok, which as you can imagine is probably filled with the most wonderfully insightful, delightful, and frightful content you've ever seen. All of which bears the hashtag Goth, which can only lead us to believe that this is the true definition of Goth, since it's on TikTok, the showcase of the youth. So who are we to deny or contradict any of these individuals? Shut up. Shut up, Jake. But real quick, before we get into it, please, for the love of God, don't click away. It's not a sponsor. If you want to watch the extended or uncut version of this video, which has already come out, you can head over to Patreon, use the link in the description, and you have access to that. None of the swear words are cut out. I say some controversial stuff, or maybe if I don't say any of that kind of stuff, because I don't force it, I say it if it needs to be said. There might actually just be an extended version of this video on Patreon, if nothing else. So go and check it out. Really appreciate it. Appreciate the support. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the definition of goth. We got him. Can we see you natural? Ooh. Here's a conundrum. If a goth is walking around without the makeup on and all their fancy clothes, does it make a sound? Well, yeah, because it's a music-based subculture, so you could be goth without even dressing like it, really? My mother and father used to love The Cure. Hell, my mother even liked a couple of Sisters of Mercy songs. Is she goth? How about if she does not associate with the label? So you can listen to the music, but not be goth. Interesting.
This is the girlfriend haul. I accidentally got the extra small variety, but it's coming very handy because the portability is its greatest asset, and because this one also came a little bit defective.
This feels like a fetish. This feels a little bit fetishy. You know what they say about chicks, man? They like tall boys, and she just went ahead and found the tallest one she could possibly find, right?
And because this one also came a little bit defective and is very, very disabled, so moving around has been a breeze due to the extra small. You can see I also got the Goth variant. This also comes with the autism. It was a 2-for-1, discount works. But yeah, that's the girlfriend haul.
The girlfriend haul? You got one. Was it sponsored? Or did you have to pay for it, my dude? Oh, that seems icky, man. I'm icked out by that. I'm icked. Consider me icked. I'm gonna turn on my AC. It's too f***ing hot in here. Okay, this is a thing that I keep seeing. What the hell is Pepper, dude? What the hell is Pepper? Is this like the new thing, the new celebrity? I woke up and it's being insisted upon that they're now famous. Like Sabrina Carpenter. I woke up one morning, checked Twitter, and it's like, Sabrina Carpenter looks amazing on the red carpet. Who the hell is Sabrina Carpenter? And Chapel Rowan? Who are these people? I'm chronically online. I never see these names. And then they just pop up out of nowhere and they're instantly mega famous. Y'all need to get better at recognizing industry plants. They can't keep getting away with this. I do love these specific type of female TikToks where they justify standing around in very revealing underwear as the premise for a get ready with me video. What? You perv? I'm just putting my clothes on. It's just that's how I do my layers. Why not start the video from here? I'm curious. What benefit is there to starting your video from here as opposed to there? What's the difference? I'll tell you what the difference is. Validation. As a videographer, the framing of this video is upsetting. See what I mean? She put shoes on that she bothered to show. You can't see them. They said TikTok was lazy, but... Wow. I'm curious. Could I get away with doing this on TikTok? No, seriously. Because that lace underwear is not really covering a lot. I've had to censor it here. The uncensored version of this is going to be on Patreon. Because if I went on TikTok and I started just wearing... here's my outfit for the day. Starting off in my underwear. And look, let's just say I'm above average. So with something so unbelievably obvious, like a bulge in underwear, do you think there's going to be the same level of leniency with that? There was a guy on Instagram, this guy, who actually did question this. He actually did put this to the test. I think his version of a girl's Instagram, I think his got taken down. But come on, ladies, we live in a female-dominant world. Men aren't allowed to say anything at all. You're the ones with the responsibility in order to define what equality is. So which is it? Do you think maybe bulges should be allowed on TikTok, or do you think maybe you shouldn't stand around in lacy underwear on TikTok? My email address is th3rea. See, some people might say the definition of goth is trying too hard. Oh, real quick, let's have a quick look at the definition of poser, shall we? And let me spell it the correct way, because you're all idiots. Poseur, a person who behaves affectedly in order to impress others. Now, there is not a single thing about me, my personality, how I present, or even my ideologies that insists that I am in any way trying to get others to be impressed. In fact, I quite delight in pissing people off. Hell, it's why I sleep well at night. Have you seen what some of the goth people on the internet say about me? The goth people say about me on the internet? They're anything but impressed by my existence. I am me for no other reason other than to appease myself. And I've been doing this for a long time, even before I had an audience. This is for me. So when someone, quote unquote, behaves affectedly, you can translate it into trying too damn hard. Did Jake just call a goth on the internet a poser? No. No, I did not. We just looked up the definition of poser. That's it. That's all we did. I want to dress trad goth so bad, says this user. I'm pretty sure that's not trad goth at all. Also, what is trad goth? I thought fashion had absolutely nothing to do with goth whatsoever, and it was purely a music-based subculture. I'm sorry. I know I keep bringing that up, but over the years of doing this, I've heard some truly ridiculous shit insisted upon me as being the definition of goth. And as someone who is a critical thinker, a chronic thinker who, despite what I said earlier on in this video, has trouble sleeping because of an overactive mind that tries to connect dots where there are none, I can't help but feel like there's probably a very, very strong connection between looking like this and defining yourself as goth. It's the iconic goth robot there. Everybody do the goth robot. This whole goth girl with the mommy issues thing, very few goth girls give off mommy energy. I mean, mainly it's because I am older than the majority of them, and there's not really a lot of hot goth girls over the age of 30. I can't believe Jake just said that. Leave a comment. Boost my engagement. Appreciate it. Thanks. Not that there's none. There's very few. Let's just say a lot of goth girls over the age of 30 either get a boyfriend and calm the hell down, or they get as many cats as it takes in order to equal the height of a boyfriend. If you stack them on top of each other.
Hi, Dad. I just moved in next door. I'm a supermodel.
I don't care who the IRS sends. I am not paying tax.
Still wearing a Mayhem t-shirt, though. In fact, you're still wearing winged eyeliner and drawn-on eyebrows. In fact, I think you're actually still wearing foundation here. This girl does not exist at any point in her life without... Yeah, you gotta have your sleep-in makeup. What are you talking about? You gotta have your Costco makeup, and then there's the Walmart makeup, then there's the going to court makeup. Even when dressing down and saying that I don't look super cool and badass all the time, still can't show a non-makeuped face. Again with the Goth Mommy shit. Goth Mommy Central. There's a page called Goth Mommy Central. Do these girls know they're on here?
Charges me for an outfit which is inspired by
Oh, would you look at that? Just get ready with me. Get ready with me. Just, here's my outfit for the day. What? I'm only in my underwear because that's how every outfit starts. You absolute perv. You made this a sexual thing, not me. I'm just putting my clothes on.
Excuse me, would you rather $100 or...
Oh my god. You can't escape. Even goths are doing it now, man! You can't go to London. You can't go to London anymore. Now you've got these nuisances on the street. Excuse me, sir. Could I milk you for content for a couple of minutes? Thanks. If I go viral, not a penny goes to you. Bye-bye. Oh, even the question.
Would you rather $100 or to go out on a date with me?
Oh my god, seriously?
Yes.
This cannot be true.
Yes.
One of those.
Yeah.
On a date with you?
Yeah.
No, I'm fine. I'll take the money.
Oh, what a king. But then again, she did upload this herself. Could be a setup. Could be a setup. Could be her dad. But you see, even his reaction, if this is real, oh my god, one of these. Yes, one of these. Because everybody does it in London now. You can't escape it. Well, you can. You can run really fast. Faster than they can run. Which in regards to her is not that fast. She's wearing ginormous shoes. I could outrun you in a foot race very quickly. God, I really hope this random man not wanting to go out on a date with you does not have any effect on your self-esteem or self-worth. And again, why ask? What was the definition of poser again? Just real quick. If I saw you in public, I'd ask for an autograph. Two things, Fang. Number one, she's not going out dressed like this. This is a bedroom goth. Numero dos. That's actually true. See, I, for one, have actually gone outside dressed like an absolute freak. As if I was some sort of street performer. Not there with a microphone, pissing people off for the sake of content. No, I do that from the comfort of my own home. But people actually do come up to you and they're like, oh my god, you look incredible. Can I take a photo with you? That's what you get. I usually get a lot of that. Oh, you got the fucking demonic swings again. I can't wait until the very last pair of those boots has rotted away into the earth. And they're no longer around to be worn. They're no longer around. I can't wait for that day. Do you know what was better than that? Going to the dentist. But do you know what was better than those chicks just rotating? This hero. This absolute Chad coming in, seeing four girls standing in front of their phone, clearly about to do something. And he's like, no, I gotta go do something real quick. And there's no other way for me to get to where I need to go other than this path. He don't care. That's what I would do. Excuse me, ladies. I just need to... Where's your phone? Oh, is it behind me?
You don't even fit in that dress. Listen, sister, I want your opinion. I'll beat it out of you.
Sometimes you're better off dead than coming in hot and pointing to your head. You think you might ask what you unsteady. Kicking in chairs and looking down to...
That has 198,000 likes. And they try to say that there isn't some sort of social experiment being conducted by the CCP that owns TikTok. Seems like there definitely is some form of agenda to maintain if we're elevating mediocrity. Just curious, China. Actually, real quick while I've got you on the phone here. What does your TikTok look like? What are your values? You fetishize yourselves. What are you talking about? Seriously, goth used to be this very specific thing. And over the years, it sort of morphed into this almost entirely female demographic, this almost entirely female subculture, where you seem to actively match the fantasies and desires of men. Men have this fantasy version of what a goth chick is like, and over the years, women started dressing a little more what that was. Hell, you're even standing on TikTok in your goddamn underwear! You're fetishizing yourselves! Stop blaming men for everything! But then again, we do have this wonderful lifelong game of cat and mouse between women and accountability. They can't quite seem to... just doesn't seem to... No, she's not accepting it. What an insane TikTok to have after the one we just watched. Oh my god, when the algorithm gods make my point for me. You can't make this shit up, man.
You did a good job.
Oh my god, what?
Did?
Yeah.
Really? I can get comfortable now?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. Demon of the night. Demon of the night.
And on top of it,
I believe in you.
Maximum cozy.
You're so pretty.
Which ways?
This TikTok did not need to start the way that it started. Yellow grills go hard. Oh my god. How does one achieve getting a girl like this? Beeville Dom? Throw a stone, you'll hit one.
Wow, you look incredible. I need to help from your back 01. What can I say?
Kept it on, made another one, made another TikTok, slightly changed the angle of the thing. But don't worry, it doesn't matter. The laziness paid off. That's another 247,000 likes! I tried too hard, man. I clearly don't need to be doing. Oh no, sorry. I'm a man. Christ, no, you're right. I'm a man. I do. I still need to put the effort in. Depeche Mode is goth? Yes! Obviously they are. Isn't goth literally about the style, politics, and the literature? Only listening to goth music does not make you already goth. Nobody knows what it is! Oh, but Jake, I hear you cry. What is it? How do you define it? Well, maybe I'll make a video on that soon. If you're good. Every generation, it's always like the definition changes. It's more just that like every decade, like what goth is or was or will be is changed over the years. You see, back when I was like doing the goth thing on Tumblr and whenever I started doing YouTube and stuff like that, goth presenting, it's music based. In fact, I had some of the biggest arguments ever with people who insisted that it's a music-based subculture and literally nothing else. In fact, there are people out there wearing, and I remember this comment because I remember it being the single most thing I've ever heard in my life. And it was, there are people out there wearing cargo shorts and a polo shirt that are more goth than you because they listen to the music. This was something that has been said to me, and they said it with such authority. And you had people coming in and backing it up. And all I had seen before that, and everything I've seen since, points to the absolute contrary on that. This might blow your mind, but there's no such thing as goth music. The genre goth as a genre, not real. Yeah, it's not there. Seriously, look it up. It's not there. It is an umbrella term for a bunch of genres that all happen to share something in common. But I'm going to talk about that. I will. I promise I'll talk about it. Fake goth style. God, we found them. We found the goth leader, the goth overlord. They seem to know something we don't. Real goth. Look at that. It's all photos that are not from this decade. Interesting. Here's a comment here. Goth isn't a style. It's about the music. Strange how people have such insistence on two entirely different definitions of what goth is. What is goth? No one knows. The secret was lost to time. And by this person's logic, yeah, all these photos look like they're from at least the late 80s going into the 90s. See, the problem is that a lot of insistence is on the fact that goth is something that existed and not something that exists. You see, the thing is, by their logic, there is no such thing as goth anymore because we're living in the present. And the only way you can be seen as authentically goth is to travel back in time and have your photo taken on a film camera. How can someone be real goth and also living in this decade? Curious. Oh, look, another vintage old photo with a poster of David Bowie in the background. Famously not a goth artist. So, what's the definition of goth in this photo? Because the only real defining factor we have is that they're wearing dark clothing that represents the alternative style of the decade that she's in. kind of like identical to the girls that you showed at the first part of this video who you said were not real, who are doing the exact same thing. Let me ask you a question. Do you think if this clothing was openly available to people back then, would they wear it? My name is Jake Monroe. I had a great day today because I made it a great day. And the extension of this video will be over on Patreon. Later.